All right, now tell me a little bit about DSIP.
So DSIP, a lot of people know it as DSIP or Delta Sleep Induced Peptide. Ultimately, what DSIP does is it helps regulate your sleep. So this peptide is very good for people who have a dysregularity in their sleep, who can't fall asleep, who wake up in the middle of the night, or who wake up feeling not rested. This is a very good medication for that. The way that it works is two ways. So it helps to decrease cortisol production during the night, and cortisol is known to help us kind of wake up and feel like we can conquer the day. So if we have that being released at nighttime, that's not a good thing. You're going to wake up, you're going to feel groggy, you're going to feel miserable, and eventually it just leads and cascades to other damages and illnesses to the body and inflammation. So it helps to decrease the cortisol production and release throughout the night. So people who are having higher levels of cortisol at night, this helps regulate it great. The other thing that it also does, it helps to promote deeper sleep, as with D for Delta. So we have 5 stages of sleep, and one of the Delta sleep are in stage 3 and 4. So stage 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 is where we get the ultimate rest, or it's called REM, rapid eye movement, and that is where we want to be in throughout the night. But in order to get there, you have to go through all the stages. And if you are producing too much cortisol, if you drink too much alcohol, if you are elderly and you just can't get into a deep sleep, or just based upon stress and everyday life, a young person, even in their teenage years, can be struggling with sleep. This helps to regulate your sleep cycle once again and get your brain in that optimal realm in order to sleep and function appropriately.
So how is that compared to melatonin?
So melatonin is a hormone that is produced in what we call the pineal gland of the brain, and it releases when we start to see when there's outside light is low. What I mean by that, based on our ancestry and everything like that, when we were outside and primal and everything like that, we would wake with the sun and sleep with the moon, or when the sun goes down and it's dark. That's our body would then know when to release the melatonin. Problem is with the melatonin production is it could be involved with a leaky gut or gut inflammation, which again BPC 157 helps out a lot to regulate that. But also with the melatonin, the phone, being on the computer, the blue light, keeping your lights on longer than you need to, stress, can all inhibit or stop or prevent the melatonin from being released. So melatonin can promote you to get into that type of sleep. But again, if you have high levels of stress, cortisol, pain, the melatonin is going to stop producing once you're kind of open your eyes and you're aware of the surroundings. To whereas DSIP will overtake that and kind of help you to regulate your sleep, and it also helps then to regulate your melatonin production, which is a double benefit for this medication.
So is DSIP a replacement for melatonin for people who are having trouble sleeping?
It can be. It definitely can be. It is. I do like the peptide better than melatonin. It is an injectable, so some people do not like it because of that. So it depends on the person. But overall, yes, it's a better sleeping aid and sleeping medication, because it's not just giving you something to make you feel drowsy and go to sleep and you wake up and you're like, what's going on? This helps to regulate your actual sleep cycle and get you back into a normal, restful sleep.
All right.